So I logged on Maplestory 2 this morning and I noticed a couple of things very strange. I decided to go ahead and play some of my alt characters and do a few runs of my new favorite dungeon, Illusory Pyramid. I talk about why this is my favorite dungeon in a video from a few days ago, but you can do runs really fast. Most of my runs are under 4 minutes long now and it's super easy, great dungeon. Well, when I finished the dungeon, I realized that I was still getting double dungeon drops, which is strange because I thought that the event ended yesterday. We had the weekly reset, of course, and the event was only scheduled to be 1 week long, but then I went ahead and I took a look at the in-game notices, which is on the left side of your screen, and I saw this Dungeon Delight event. And not only are we going to be getting the double dungeon drops extended for another week, but we're getting a whole bunch of really awesome stuff, including some very powerful enchantment scrolls that I want to go ahead and talk about for a minute and tell you guys some info so that you guys make sure to use these scrolls properly. I also noticed that we hit over 10,000 subscribers on the channel. Thank you so much, guys. Really do appreciate all the support. It has been a crazy last week or so. We were just at 6,000 about a week or so, and here we are at 10,000. Thank you, everyone, for all the support, all of you guys for liking the video, subscribing, doing all that stuff. You could definitely expect a 10,000 subscriber special coming up real soon. But let's go ahead and talk about this Dungeon Delight event, and more specifically, I want to go ahead and talk about these two items right here, the exceptional +8 scrolls that we are going to be getting. So I don't know if you guys realized while you are leveling up, you get a whole bunch of these enchantment scrolls. I think they're just +5 and +7. They're a little bit different, but those are some very powerful items. These ones are going to be even more powerful, but the scrolls are good for a couple of reasons, and one in particular is I would actually advise you guys, if you are still leveling up when you get these enchantment scrolls, hold off on using them for a second, because what you want to do is, instead of just using them on any piece of gear, what you want to do is you want to find a blue piece of gear that is as close to the highest level of the scrolls as you possibly can, and you want to use it on that. And the reason is, when you dismantle it, you get a whole bunch of extra Onyx crystals if you dismantle enchanted gear, and it makes a really big difference. Even the few +5 and +7 enchantment scrolls that you get while leveling up is going to give you a lot of extra Onyx. I think it gives you close to 2,000 extra Onyx while leveling up a character to 50, which is going to be around 1,000,000 mesas. So definitely take a look at those, see what the max level is, try to find blue gear as close to the max level as you can, and use the enchantment scrolls on that, and then when you dismantle it, you get a whole bunch of Onyx. Now, these scrolls are a little bit different because they are not going to have that level restriction. You can actually use these on level 50 gear, and they're also going to be +8 instead of +5 and +7, which are the ones that we get while leveling. Now, the weapon enchantment scroll, you don't actually have a selection, you just get a weapon enchantment scroll, but the armor one, you have a choice, and I want to tell you guys that with this choice, definitely go with the top choice, and I'll explain why. So you can choose 2 exceptional +8 enchant scrolls for top or bottoms, and then the other choice is 1 exceptional scroll for a suit. Now, a suit is going to count as both top and bottom, so it will have extra gear score. It'll count for 2 items, so it does have a bit higher gear score, but you still want to go ahead and pick the one at the top, because these enchantment scrolls, you can only use them on exceptional gear, which is blue gear. You're going to end up replacing it. You're definitely not going to end up using it forever. Once you start running hard mode dungeons, you're absolutely going to replace all your blue gear pretty quickly, or at least most of your blue gear pretty quickly, and when you do, you're going to end up dismantling it. Now, you get a whole lot of extra Onyx crystals when you dismantle gear that is enchanted. You're never going to make back the total amount of Onyx crystals unless you dismantle gloves or boots. Yeah, I have a video about that, I know, guys. But when it comes to most of the other piece of gear, you're not going to make most of your Onyx back. But these scrolls are free. It lets you enchant your gear without spending any Onyx or mesas or any of that stuff. And you want to go with the one on the top because it gives you 2 scrolls. Now, you might be thinking, well, the suit, it's a higher gear score, so it's going to give you more Onyx crystals when you dismantle it. So it shouldn't make a difference, right? Because the top and bottoms have lower gear score, doesn't matter which one you pick, you're going to get the same amount of Onyx. That's not true. I know the enchantment system is a little bit weird and funky in this game. So even though the top and bottoms have less gear score, when you dismantle it, you're still going to get the same number of Onyx crystals. So you definitely want to go with the top choice so that when you do end up replacing these 2 pieces of +8 gear with epics later on, you get a big bonus of extra Onyx crystals. And you can use this on level 50 gear. Level 50 blue gear on the black market is really cheap, so if you feel like you don't have a good top or bottoms and you're stuck with the suit, I'm sure you can find pretty good replacements for 20, 30, 40,000 mesas each, especially considering that the double dungeon drop event is being extended. So another week to run normal dungeons and get twice the chance for epics and a whole bunch of other extra stuff. Now, we're getting some other things in this little event as well, including some red merits, and of course double dungeon drops and all sorts of little goodies and whatnot. The enchantment scrolls, by the way, you do have to be level 50 in order to get these, but while you are leveling up, you are also going to be getting those level up enchantment scrolls. So if you guys aren't level 50 and you're still in the leveling process in Maplestory 2, definitely make sure to hold on to the +5 and +7 scrolls that you get as well, and try to find high level gear so that you get more Onyx crystals. So no matter how you look at it, whether you're already level 50, whether you're still leveling up, this is a really awesome event, and I wanted to make sure that you guys get as much out of these enchantment scrolls as you possibly can. You're going to get a little bit of a gear score boost as well. I didn't actually mention that, but enchanting your weapon to +8 is going to give you around 100 gear score, and enchanting your armor to +8 is going to give you around 30 or so extra gear score. So you're going to get, you know, around 100 to 150 extra points. So if you guys are close to 2100, or you're thinking about buying an epic or enchanting some of your gear to try to hit 2100 for hard mode dungeons, I would go ahead and wait until we actually get this in the mail. Go ahead and use it on your gear and kind of figure out and replan your gear score goals after you actually use these scrolls, because you might end up saving yourself some mesos or some onyx, realizing you might not have to get as much gear score as you did before after you end up using these scrolls. So pretty cool stuff. Nexon has been great with this game. They have been updating everyone, the developer blogs, all these events. Man, oh man, it's looking really, really good. So a big thank you to Nexon, of course, and a big thank you to you guys once again for 10,000 subscribers and all the support that we have had on the channel. So thank you everyone, and that's going to be about it for this video. Bit of a shorter one, but doesn't have to be any longer than it already is. So with that all being said, thank you for the support. Thank you guys for liking the videos, subscribing. All of you who are new, welcome everyone. If you guys have any questions, comments, or anything you want to say, feel free to let me know in the comments section on the Discord server or on Twitter as well. All the links to those are in the description. And as I always mention at the very end, if you're interested in the October giveaway, link is in the description. All you have to do is be a subscriber for 2 tickets, leave a like or comment for a bonus ticket for 3 tickets, 3 chances to win. So thanks again, everyone. Have a fantastic day. Enjoy all the goodies from Nexon. Have fun playing Maplestory 2. And until next time, this is Salt of the Salted Guild, signing out.